So much of life is impossible with only human effort. We can all start relying on God by learning why and how to fast and pray. First, why do we fast? It's to increase our focus on God. Fasting is not a rule to be legalistically followed. Neither is fasting a badge to be worn by the super spiritual. Fasting is a time to increase our focus on, our attention to, and our devotion for God. In Isaiah 58, verses 3 through 4 in The Voice, it says this: I have to tell you, on those fasting days, all you were really seeking was your own pleasure. Besides, you were busy defrauding people and abusing your workers. Your kind of fasting is pointless, for it only leads to bitter quarrels, contentious backbiting, and vicious fighting. You are not fasting today because you want me to hear your voice. We should be fasting because we want God to hear our voice. Secondly, how do we fast? It's by renewing our devotion to God. There are several different ways to fast. Some food fasts are done with no solid food and only water, while others include juices, smoothies, and soups. For instance, Daniel described a fast he did in Daniel chapter 10 and verse 3. All that time, I had eaten no rich food. No meat or wine crossed my lips, and I used no fragrant lotions until those 3 weeks had passed. No one should jeopardize their health unnecessarily, but adjust their fast based on individual needs and conditions. Remember, what God is looking for is a change of heart and a renewed devotion to Him. Lastly, God responds in powerful ways. Daniel chapter 10 verse 12 in the Living Bible says, Then he said, Don't be frightened, Daniel, for your request has been heard in heaven and was answered the very first day you began to fast before the Lord and pray for understanding. That very day I was sent here to meet you. Just as Daniel did, we can move God and heaven to act on our behalf, and through God's response, change the world. For more in-depth Bible study, check out deepspirituality.net.